Okay, Friday the 7th of February 2020, here at Molino Canyon Campground, not too far away from Hirabayashi, which is up over the ridge there. Came down here to just check it out, but anyway, here's the Arizona Trail. There's the campground entrance. Come down across the little seasonal stream, which will probably be dry by the time I get back here in 3 or 4 weeks. And trails coming northbound out of here and continuing northbound right here. So I'm just taking I think it's 2.5 miles from here to Hirabayashi campground. It's a nice day. Right now it's probably very low 60s where I'm standing, and I think it's about 12:15. Just a couple of minutes up trail from the Molino campground. Catalina Highway is on the side of that hill right there. This Arizona Trail is okay for hikers and bicycles, and seeing several people on mountain bikes cruising around. You can see the tracks here on the trail. And today's walk will be about 2.5 miles between Molino campground and Hirabayashi, but going up over that way eventually. There's a little better view, Catalina Highway going towards Tucson, and if you can see it, the trail comes up that ridge and goes up the canyon. And Hirabayashi campground is pretty much on the other side of that saddle right up there. Seasonal stream coming down out of the canyon that I'm headed up into. So I don't expect this to be running early next month, but I guess I'll have the opportunity to see when we hike through here. Right now it's looking pretty sweet. Looking back toward the Molino campground entrance down there. I suspect this is going to switch back up across this rock face here. One thing I've learned from the past about trails that allow bikes on, mountain bikes, you can usually hear and see the ones coming at you. It's the overtaking ones that are quiet and they're on you pretty quick. So you have to be ready. Not to say that they wouldn't try and miss you, it's just that if you're on a curve or sharp corner, you might get caught. So it is up to them to control their speed. But if you're injured, it may not make a lot of difference whose fault it was. We'll avoid the injury. Looking back, southbound, that's the Molino campground entrance down there. Catalina Highway. And that's the knoll that I hiked up to yesterday from the RVs. So I think, I don't know if it comes out in the camera, but there's a saddle right in here. I think that's where the trail's going over eventually, not too far away. It's a great day to be out here. Wow. Mountain biking perspective, this section of trail would be a great training run downhill if you get a ride up the highway to Hirabayashi and then pretty much all downhill through this canyon on the trail. So that'd be a fun run. And the one guy I saw so far, didn't manage to get the camera out to film him, but he was going downhill. So, well, it's kind of hard to tell. A moment ago I said that knoll there was what I hiked up to from camp yesterday. It might be it, but I can't quite see the top out of this canyon that drops down into Hirabayashi campground, but well, it's up there somewhere. We'll find out in about 10 minutes, I guess. Okay, so this knoll is not where I hiked up from the RV. That's the top of the canyon here. Should drop from there down into the prison camp road, Hirabayashi campground area. Well, straight ahead, on the other side of this canyon, the aquifer is delivering some water in those little canyons. So, again, it'll be interesting to see in a month if they're still wet. It is north facing. Looks like they go underground before they get down into this draw here. But on camera, should be able to pick up a couple of them right there. And I can see 3 from here. Okay, there's the rock face, which I can see from the RV, which is in back of that knob. And the trail comes across there and over that saddle. So this should be the saddle, and from here we descend down into the canyon. Soldier Creek, I think is the name of the water source, and Gordon Hirabayashi campground on Prison Camp Road. It's a great spot, has 3 double site pull-throughs and other spots for campers and tents. Great little area. I think Arizona has done a good job. So So that was 2.2 up to here, and this little splitter trail goes directly down to the entry road. I'm going to walk around on the AZT here to the where it goes by the loop at the end of the campground. And let's see here. I think that might be the aforementioned knoll that I hiked up to yesterday. Looks kind of familiar. Oh, today is a lot warmer. It's in the 60s. Yesterday it was barely 50. And the day before it was in the 40s. So it's nice to have some days that are a little warmer. Still, February, March, or April even are months that you can get tagged in for sure. Probably not so much from heat, but precip of one sort or another. So you kind of have to pack for those conditions too. Yeah, I don't know whether it shows up, but right in here, there's a solar panel barely hidden in the trees, and right in front of it to the right is, I think, what used to be a communications tower. I think that's the base from the old camp. I have been sort of looking out to see if I could see any of the old painted rocks that formed the camp boundary. As the name Honor Camp implies, there were no fences. But I haven't seen any. Of course, that was a long time ago, so paint may have long since worn off. There's the loop turnaround with the horse corrals and whatnot. Literally, I don't know, within 100 yards of where I'm situated. And just a couple minutes away from the campground loop. Some pretty interesting rock face up there with a few hoodoos here and there. Actually quite a few of them up on the ridge. I gotta say, Tucson area has got a decent amount to offer if you like the outdoors. It just gets a little too hot for my style come April, May through probably most of October. So about half the year it's pretty hot. Everybody does stuff, of course, in the very early morning, like dawn to mid to late morning. And here we are. Let's see if it can show up here. I don't know if that shows up or not. And that's the way north up towards Hutch's Pool.